There's a new wind blowing across the earth. It's bringing with it a brand new birth. The lamb and the lion will lay down side by side. They will live together in a brand new world.
So, how does a person start? You've talked about finding inner stillness, but what are the spiritual conscious steps a person takes, and also the physical, the practical steps a person takes to transform their life in the way it seems that yours has?
Well, I think you want to start with intention, which is causative. That's, it's causative, it's creative. So you first have to truly want to change, for your life to be different. It's like organizations I went into, and we would do a visioning process. Oh, everybody knew the perfect organization they wanted to work with. Okay, wonderful vision statement. We'd all say it in harmony. Okay, where are you now? The reality. You have to have the motivation to close the gap. And unfortunately, still today, most people are motivated by pain. So their lives have to be in such pain that they say, there has to be a better way. And tell me, and I'll try it for myself and see if there is. And that's the only way people can ever know, is by putting something to the test and seeing if it works for them. And a spiritual practice, if it works for them, they will see themselves becoming more peaceful, more loving, more joyful human beings. As I look at my work in the world, always being Namaste based, always wanting to share with people and hold the mirror up to them and say, look at how beautiful you are. Can you not see the divine within? As a teacher, I had a sphere of influence with all of my students in my various classrooms. When I became a department chairman, I also had influence with the teachers in my department, and through them to their students as well. When I became a management consultant, of course, my sphere of influence got bigger because I was dealing with corporations and groups of corporations and all of the employees there. As a publisher, my sphere of influence continued again because look at the millions of people we've been able to reach through our publications. And so I feel very much that I am being pulled along by this evolutionary impulse, pulled along, not pushed along, pulled along, and that I will be doing something different, and that form of my work will allow a greater sphere of influence for what I do or what I can contribute or how consciousness wants to express through me. And the predictable one is through the internet, through the visual media. I feel very much that's the next step.
What would you like to see happen in humanity? This evolution is taking place. Where do you hope things might be in 25 years, 50 years, 100?
I think it's going to be decided before then. I think we have to shift from separation consciousness, which is fear-based, to unity consciousness, which is love-based. We have to start thinking that it's not only about us, it's about all of us. That other interest is really self-interest. Countries, I mean, hey, look around. When does the penny drop? I mean, it's right there. How can they not see that global interest is national interest? Why don't we act the truth? We know it. Science has proven it without a doubt. Within our being, we know that we are one. We've got to start thinking globally. So I would love to see the shift from self-interest to other interest to from national interest to global interest. I gave a radio interview not too long ago, and the host had established a world flag. And when he asked me if I'd be on the radio show, I said, well, if you send me one of those flags, perfect. I mean, here we are. We're the world. That will bring a unity within the species that will bring sharing and caring at a level that is going to be required for us to break out of our dysfunctions.
What can one person do to change anything, to help other people, to raise human consciousness?
Well, I really understand how people look around and say, what can I do? What can I do to stop poverty in Africa? What can I do to bring peace to Iraq? What can I do to stop the spread of AIDS? And when you look at it like that, it gives you an excuse to kind of, well, give up and resign yourself to the status quo, which isn't good enough. We know we can't continue with the status quo and survive as a planet, because the status quo is only going to perpetuate more of the same and escalate the violence and all the negative forces on the planet. So what you can do is only do what you can in your individual life, and it truly is to be the truth you want to see in others. If you want to see peace, bring peace within, extend peace to others. If you want to see a more equitable share of the world's wealth, then do what you can to share out of your abundance. If you don't, at least hold to the intent that if you did have abundance, that's what you would do. There's a lovely story that I'd like to tell you about Mahatma Gandhi, who said, first be the truth you want to see in others. And it goes like this, that Mahatma Gandhi once a week would make time for visitors. And on one such occasion, there was a woman who came to him with her son. And she said, Mahatma, Mahatma, you've got to help me, Mahatma. My son, he eats sweets. He eats so many sweets, he's getting sick. I can't do anything. I have disciplined him. I have urged him not to eat so many sweets. He keeps eating sweets. Mahatma, Mahatma, please tell him not to eat sweets. He'll listen to you. And Mahatma looked at the lady and at the son, back at the lady, paused and said, come back in 3 days. 3 days later, the mother and son came back at the appointed time. Gandhi immediately, upon seeing them, stood up and walked towards them, turned to the son and said, don't eat sweets. And the mother said, Mahatma, Mahatma, what? Don't eat sweets? You could have told him that 3 days ago. And Mahatma said, 3 days ago, I was still eating sweets. He knew that his words of advice would have no power, no efficacy, would not, be listened to by the son unless he was living the truth he was advising others to live. That's it. That's what we can do.
Great advice. Constance Kello, it's been so wonderful to talk to you.
And you too, Kat.
When the spirit of love
Thank you. Namaste.
comes
Namaste.
shining through, lighting the way